There's something that's inside most of the Italians I grew up with. There's something inside that makes me want to hurt somebody.
When he says there's something inside that makes me want to hurt someone, that's not something you hear from someone who's just really grandiose and seeking attention and thinking they're the best. In the case of Johnny, there's these learned behaviors and these values that are being imparted or lack thereof. So how much of that is nature, how much is nurture? I really don't think you can ever fully parse those out when it comes to human behavior.
I remember the first time I wanted to hurt somebody, and the first time I did hurt somebody. I was in nursery school in Naugatuck, Connecticut, at this Catholic nursery school. I was playing with the big blocks. You remember big blocks, and sometimes big blocks were big, you know, smooth shellac, you know, nice. I was building them, and I'd get up to the last block, and there was this kid bigger than me. He'd knock him over right as I got to that last block. Knock him over right as I got to the last block. During nap time, his nose got hit. He had a bloody nose, and the nun said that I hit him with a big block. I don't remember doing it, and I'm telling the truth. I might have done it. I don't remember doing it. The nuns grabbed me. They locked me into a room. I don't know how long later, my dad comes, picks me up. Didn't get in trouble or anything, picks me up, never went back to that nursery school. That's the first time I remember wanting to hurt somebody and doing something violent to somebody. Kindergarten, Central Avenue. Mrs. Kennis. I got a good memory for a lot of things. Mrs. Kennis, again, there was a kid. See, a lot of these fucking kids used to pick on me too. That's another thing. It wasn't just how I was, but it was the neighborhood that I was in, you know? This kid, Gilberto or some fucking whatever, you know, one of those names, you know. This kid would fuck with me. He just kept fucking with me over and over and over and over and over again. And I finished my work, right? He sits down. He had fucked with me, you know, 10 minutes ago. He sits down. I got up and I stabbed him with, these are kindergarten scissors though. It wasn't the you know, the sharp scissors. It was, you know, the real, you know, the rounded like safety scissors. And the kid was sitting there, and it was those old school seats where, you know, there's the opening right behind, and so I go up, I just stab that fucking kid, and he screams, he's crying and everything. They bring me, now I don't remember if they brought me outside too, or to the principal's office, whatever we had, call my dad. My dad comes to the fucking school. I remember I was eating a fucking cinnamon cake from the fucking lunchroom when he came, and I love those fucking things, those cinnamon cakes. But I was eating a cinnamon cake. He, on a picnic bench outside, my dad shows up, goes in, talks to the teacher, whatever. I would have loved a bit of fucking fly on the wall for those conversations too with the teachers.